President Kiir warns that preventing the country's oil reaching international market violates the cooperation agreement. 290 companies required to produce proof for payment they receive. And business is brought to a standstill. Security guard manning units premises protest impending layoff. Hello and welcome to South Sudan Television. Wherever you have tuned in, we are coming to you live from our studio here in Juba. And those are the main stories that we have for you tonight. My name is Garang John. President Salva Kiir Mayardit says the country has not received any official notification from Sudan over a threat to shut down the oil flow. In a State of the Nation address, the president said any attempt to prevent the country oil from reaching the international market undermine the September cooperation agreement. President Kiir said Khartoum has continuously made allegations that the country was supporting rebels fighting his government, calling on Bashir to present such claim to the Joint Political Security Mechanism Committee for investigation, but not resort to the threats of shutting down the oil flow. The president warned that this country is prepared to defend the lives of its citizens, borders and territorial integrity, and that any unwarranted provocation will not be tolerated.
On Saturday, we heard that the government of Sudan has decided to close down the pipelines and not to allow South Sudan oil to pass through their territory. Of course, this was very unfortunate as we are working on the implementation of the cooperation agreement. And such responsible people can come out with such statements. We don't know what it was. It is not the first time, of course, as they have said, the reason for doing all that was that South Sudan is supporting the rebels in Blue Nile, south of the Sun, and in Darfur. It is not the first time that Sudan has been raising such accusations on South Sudan. We must always remain firm that we are not supporting rebels in these areas. Where do we get the facilities to support these people? It is not easy. If we have money, we have many things that we need to do here in South Sudan. Our people need services. Our people need roads so that they are connected together. Our people need hospitals so that they get medicine when they are sick. Our people need schools. Our people need clean drinking water. We cannot leave all these demands of the people and then we go and buy arms to support any other armed groups that are fighting their own government. It is not true. We have said it many times that we are not supporting you people. But maybe Khartoum does not want to admit their own shortcomings when they are being beaten by their own rebels. Instead of admitting that they have failed to repulse or to pull back the rebels, they say South Sudan which is fighting them. We are not doing it. People must take this thing as that. For now, up to this moment that we are here with you, there is no official communication, no official information that has been brought to us by Khartoum, informing us officially that we are going to shut down this. But we heard from the Minister of Information that they will do this thing after 60 days. We don't know. After 60 days, what will happen? That if South Sudan does not cease to support the rebels, after 60 days, then we will the pipeline. Oil shutdown, of course, should not be used as a weapon to threaten us. It can be closed. And after all, people were living here in South Sudan all this time without oil money. And people were just alive. What does Khartoum think? That if the oil is not flowing, there will be no life in South Sudan? People will live. Life will continue as normal. So, I want to assure our people that what is being said in Khartoum should not really deter people. We have not stopped, communications with Sudan. We have not stopped our cooperation with them in implementation of whatever is left in the cooperation agreement and what are left in the CPA. We will all do that. If Sudan has any grievances that they would want to discuss with us, we are ready to discuss all those things with them. It is not a new thing that we should do. We have all the mechanisms of implementing both the agreements. What is left on the CPA and the cooperation agreement that we signed in September 2012. We have that agreement and we have to implement it. This is what we are doing. Now, when Sudan complains about South Sudan support to the rebels, we don't talk about what they are doing to us. Does it mean that Sudan is not doing anything against us? No. They are doing it, but we know how to handle our own rebels. I have advised President Bashir to talk to the rebels who are fighting him and to talk to them sincerely and in a faithful manner so that he gets peace. Now, we are going to show to the whole nation, the people of South Sudan, on the media, and it will be shown to the whole world what Sudan is doing. The arms that have come to us now from all the armed groups that Sudan was harboring and they was arming them to come and fight South Sudan, they came with their guns. And they said these are the guns which were given to us by Sudan to come and kill our own people. We came and decided not to fight. Here they are, we have brought them. We'll now expose these things. We have been keeping quiet with them. So, if we have such guns that we have given their rebels, let them tell us. Let them tell us. The authorities in Khartoum know very well that in Blue Nile there was an armed rebellion. The same thing in South Sudan. And when the agreement was signed, there were protocols. Protocol for Blue Nile, protocol for South Sudan, protocol for Abyei. Khartoum has refused to implement these protocols. And all the arms that these people had were not taken away from them. Say over 30, over 40,000 armed soldiers, if they were to be there. How would you bewitch them away that they can just disappear? The cause that they were fighting for has not been solved. They have not been given their right. And this is why they are fighting. They don't need support from us. The guns they were having during the war are enough for them to sustain the struggle that they are still waging. Plus the fact that the Sudanese army that come to attack them, whenever they fight, they abandon their equipment and they run away. What do they think that these people will do with the guns that they take from them? What will they do? They take them and they follow them with all the arms that they have taken. They take the vehicles, they take all the food, everything that they have for these people, and they follow them. This is not me who is arming these rebel groups. It is Bashir himself who is arming these people. And the people of Sudan must understand that it is their own, they have their factories. They manufacture guns, they manufacture ammunition, they manufacture tanks. I don't have in South Sudan. These are the guns that are being used by the rebels against them. They take them to them and then go and leave them there. What is it? So this accusation, people must understand that it is not me, it is not South Sudan, it is not anybody, but it is they who are arming them.
That was the President of the Republic, General Salva Kiir Mayardit, speaking on the current political situation in the country. The Muslim community in the country has been challenged to resolve the internal wrangles amicably and work in the interest of peace. The Vice President, Dr. Riek Machar, said teething problems like the administrative differences should not degenerate into anarchy. The Vice President made the remark after meeting warring factions of the community over management of some religious assets. Rejoice Teo Samson has more to that story.
Riek Machar is now calling on the Muslim community in the country to exercise restraint and tolerance. The Vice President challenged members of the community to learn how to resolve their differences in a civilized manner without igniting passions. Dr. Machar, who met 2 clerics from the Muslim community in his office, urged the members to foster peace and cohesion. The clerics included the Secretary General of the Islamic Council, Sheikh El-Tahir Bir Ajak, and Secretary General of the Central Equatoria State, Sheikh Salah Rajab Bunduki, who are embroiled in tough wars and bitter dispute over the management of the community's projects in Juba. Dr. Machar called on 2 groups to work harmoniously and respect each other's jurisdiction. For SSTV News, Rejoice Teo Samson.